Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who go ahead and minister, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim. I be like onto the speckled word, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. Say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is in the news on November the 2nd, 2022 at 2:54 p.m. Central Standard Time on this Wednesday afternoon. And this is a news article from the Jerusalem Post, published November 2nd, 2022 by Reuters. And the highlight of this news article for In the News for today on November 2nd, 2022. South Korea fires air-to-ground missiles in response to North Korea launches. Right, because North Korea, they launched a whole barrage of missiles yesterday. I believe it was like 17 to 18 launches yesterday. Because at first, I did a story yesterday on it of North Korea, firing missiles. And it was an air raid alert on South Korea, because they was been alerted that 3 missiles was fired near where they was located at in South Korea. Now a new report came out saying that, North Korea fired more than like 15 to 18 missiles. And I'm gonna read it again. It says South Korea fires air-to-ground missile in response to North Korea launches. So South Korea made a missile launch response of their own in response to North Korea of a huge barrage of missiles of yesterday. And it says South Korea military says it fired 3 air-to-ground missiles towards its maritime border with North Korea on Wednesday in response to North Korea firing at least 10 missiles early in the day, including one which landed 60 kilometers off the South Korean coast. And this is a continuing build-up between the nations, the cross-border conflict between North Korea and South Korea. And I believe they was launching artillery shellings as well, too, from the North Korea side. And then you had South Korea in response of North Korea firing more than 13 to 15 missiles. And South Korea did a response of its own, firing ground-to-air missiles, So these tensions are definitely stirring up between these nations, because you have the allegiance of South Korea, Japan, and the United States versus North Korea, of their constantly, consistently launching barrage of missiles. And Korea is sending that strong message and warning to South Korea, Japan, and the United States, And these nations tension is there. It's increasing now so more than ever, And this is the book of Mark chapter 13 verse 7, because these tensions are definitely going to heat up. It's not going to settle down. It's going to heat up more and more and more, Mark 13 and 8, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and trouble. These are the beginning of sorrows, right? Because these are the beginning of increasing sorrows between the nations, increasing, rising up against one another in different kingdoms as well, too. Because as the scripture has stated, in the latter days, we'll have a lot of commotions and wars between the nations and different kingdoms, proxy wars, endless wars, clash wars, financial wars, and many different type of wars as well, too. Cross-border conflicts between the nations and different kingdoms as well, too. Nations increasingly against one another between North Korea and South Korea, prime example. They're gonna have nations going against one another outside of their nation, and within their nation as well too. Which, as you see with the North Korea and South Korea border, they separated from one another. Because a while back they used to be allies. Now them turning to be enemies now. And these tensions between the both sides are definitely heating up. So with that, this was just a quick sit down in the news article in response to I did a video yesterday of North Korea firing 3 missiles. I believe it was a short range hypersonic missiles, I believe, or ballistic short range or ballistic missiles. A short range, they launched 3 of them. Now, what a new report came out, they shot an additional 10 missiles, including one that hit near close to South Korea. So, now this news article, this new one just came out as of today. South Korea, firing their air-to-ground missiles in response of what the huge barrage of missile launches of South Korea did. So these tensions are definitely stirring up between North Korea versus South Korea, Japan, and the United States. And it's definitely going to heat up even more now so than ever, And so with that, once again, I mentioned before, hope this lesson was edifying, along with the scripture that I brought out to back up this news article that I brought out just now. Through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Akakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and great men, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the 4 corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and a ball.